What if a dinosaur, almost perfectly preserved, could tell us the story of its final moments?
For decades, scientists have scoured these ancient landscapes, searching for clues to a world long lost, buried beneath our feet. But sometimes, the discoveries defy all expectations. In 1999, a team unearthed something truly extraordinary. It began with a seemingly ordinary piece of fossilized bone. But as the dust cleared, a startling truth emerged.
This wasn't just bone, it was skin.
A mummified dinosaur, a specimen unlike almost any other.
It's incredible. The preservation is unbelievable.
We've never seen anything quite like this.
This was Dakota, an Edmontosaurus annectans, a hadrosaur from the late Cretaceous period.
Later Cretaceous, onde vocês como vocês decompisam.
But how did Dakota the Edmontosaurus become so perfectly preserved?
The prevailing theory suggests a rapid and catastrophic burial.
An event so swift, it trapped the creature whole.
Burying Dakota the Edmontosaurus alive.
An instant death, but an eternity of preservation.
De meubels een repair, Chevelle. The excavation of Dakota the Edmontosaurus was painstaking.
Every layer of sediment held vital information.
Narrator wearing a dark suit, revealing the secrets of its burial.
We believe the conditions for this were very specific.
The exceptional preservation wasn't limited to its skin.
Scientists hope to find even more.
Evidence of soft tissues, even muscle and organ impressions.
The extreme heat and challenging terrain tested the team.
Each day brought new challenges and triumphs. Unveiling more of Dakota the Edmontosaurus's ancient form.
After months of arduous work, Dakota the Edmontosaurus began to reveal its true scale.
It's magnificent. Every detail preserved.
This wasn't just a skeleton. It was a snapshot of life. The next challenge? Safely moving this fragile giant.
One wrong move could destroy centuries of preservation.
A process demanding immense patience and precision. The journey from burial ground to laboratory had begun.
Dr. Eris Thorne, wearing practical field gear and a wide-brimmed hat. This is the most critical stage.
Every moment feels like an eternity.
Dakota the Edmontosaurus was finally leaving its tomb.
Headed for a new chapter of discovery and scientific wonder.
The Edmontosaurus fossil, a relic from the late Cretaceous period, arrives at the state-of-the-art research facility.
The truck slowed as it approached the perimeter. Security protocols here were legendary and notoriously unforgiving.
Once clearance is verified, the heavy-duty gate swings open, allowing the shipment to proceed. Transporting the Edmontosaurus represents a monumental step forward in our understanding of prehistoric life. Precision is paramount when delivering the past to the future. The Helios wing accepts its latest cargo.
Dr. Thorne's work here in the Turkana Basin has yielded the most complete hominid fossil record to date. Securing these specimens for transport is paramount.
For Dr. Eris Thorne, moments like these define a career. Years of searching culminate in the careful retrieval of a priceless specimen.
It took a specialized team weeks to excavate the Edmontosaurus, and now the real work begins to carefully transport the remains inside. As the forklift approaches the crate, the operator carefully aligns the forks, ensuring they are centered before lifting the heavy load. The massive Edmontosaurus fossil crate is gently lifted, beginning its final journey from the truck into the museum.
The crate has been successfully lowered onto the reinforced platform. We can now begin the analysis of its contents.
This crate held the culmination of years of work, the most perfectly preserved Edmontosaurus discovered to date.
After weeks of careful transport, the Edmontosaurus fossil arrived at its new home.
Easy now, gently with the pry bar. We must not damage the specimen. Ah, look at that. The preservation is exquisite.
The moment of truth. Inside this crate lies the remarkably preserved imb of the Edmontosaurus.
After months of careful excavation, the lid is finally lifted, unveiling the near-complete skeleton of a massive Edmontosaurus.
To find a specimen like this, completely articulated, changes everything we thought we knew about the Devonian period.
The journey was over. The meticulous unraveling of an ancient mystery was just beginning.
Preservation here is unlike anything we've seen before. Look at the cellular detail in the skin impressions alone.
It's extraordinary, Eris. This changes everything.
Few fossils offer such a clear window into the past. This skin impression reveals the true texture of the dinosaur's hide. From the very first inspection, Dr. Thorne sensed this Edmontosaurus fossil was truly unique.
For Dr. Thorne, this wasn't just bone. It was a window into the Cretaceous period, preserved in stunning, unprecedented detail.
Found in 1999, this Edmontosaurus fossil is one of the most complete dinosaur mummies ever discovered.
Dr. Thorne's work here is critical. The preservation on this Edmontosaurus is truly exceptional.
We need to focus on
The preservation was extraordinary, hinting at unprecedented detail awaiting discovery.
Exceptional preservation requires exceptional scrutiny. And here, in this sliver of rock, was the proof.
The Edmontosaurus, a common find, rarely yields such pristine examples of soft tissue preservation.
This wasn't just bone. This was the breakthrough Thorne had spent decades searching for, a glimpse into the life of the great Edmontosaurus.
Here we see the anomaly, a stark contrast to the typical pebbled texture of the fossilized skin.
This Edmontosaurus fossil was unique, preserving not just bone, but soft tissue.
This level of preservation is unprecedented, revealing soft tissue previously unseen.
Look at the detail in the cranial sutures. It's absolutely flawless.
The monitor clearly reveals the distinct outlines of internal organs and muscle fibers preserved within the Edmontosaurus fossil.
The discovery was unprecedented. Never before had they seen tissue this well preserved after 70 million years.
Such preservation was unheard of. It suggested a rapid, instantaneous burial event.
The discovery of this remarkably preserved Edmontosaurus changes everything we thought we knew.
Look at this.
The unique geochemistry of these volcanic layers is what allowed for such exceptional preservation of the soft tissues.
This diagram clearly illustrates the sudden burial event. The Edmontosaurus was rapidly covered by volcanic ash.
A catastrophic event that entombed the Edmontosaurus so quickly, decomposition simply couldn't take hold.
An Edmontosaurus, perfectly preserved. A Rosetta Stone from the Cretaceous period, unearthed at last.